Hello everyone, my name is Javin. This is my YouTube channel, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about selling your Pokemon cards. What are the best ways to go about it, who you should sell to, locations, and price points. So let's get right into it. Alright, so for an important first step in the process of selling your cards is getting dressed, looking real nice, looking real fresh, looking real sharp, looking real good, looking real handsome. This is probably one of the most important steps. If you're looking good, they're going to give you more money, guaranteed. They're just going to be throwing money at you because you look so fresh. The second step, we're going to talk about, you're going to want to sell either in your own home or somewhere very private, like a dark alleyway, or maybe a stall in a public restroom. You want to meet these people somewhere private. You don't want anyone else seeing the dealings going on. If something goes wrong, you don't want anyone there to be there to help. Make sure you never want to sell your cards online. Always only sell in person. Make sure you sell in a very private place where no one else is watching. The next point here plays a bit off the last one. You want to make sure it's always dark when you're selling your cards. Either make sure your house is dark, or where you're meeting up is a really dark place. That way, when you're selling cards, they can't get a good look at them. You don't want them to see your cards very well. If they get a good look at your cards, they may try and point out some issues with the cards, and you don't want that to happen. So make sure that they can't get a good look. Make sure it's dark. Make sure you keep your distance from them and don't get too close with the cards. Alright, and the next point is make your buyer feel uncomfortable. You don't want them to be comfortable around you. No laughing, no jokes. It has to be very serious. Something you might consider saying to them is, your hair smells like stinky shampoo, or are those old socks you're wearing? Just make them feel a little uncomfortable about themselves. That usually works into them paying more for your cards. Alright, here's a prime example of a card that would be great to sell. Of course, you'll always want to clean up the card, like in my method I showed the other day. Just takes a few steps, a few minutes. It'll really make the card look great. So clean the card first. That's the first step. After the card's all cleaned up, then you will want to look at the condition. This will be a card you'd want to sell. It's got all kinds of scratches and scrape marks. You can see them pretty well there. Scratches on the back. Looks like it's gotten wet or something at some point. So this would be a perfect card to sell. When you go to sell it, just say that these scratches and folds are factory errors. That'll increase the value of the card. Make people go crazy for it, you know. Just tell them, these are all factory errors. This is how it came straight out of the pack fresh. Just like this. And this is a good example of a card to sell because this one's not in very good condition. So once you sell it for way more than what it's worth, then you can go out and buy a much better looking version of it. And as a final side note, for when you're selling the cards, the way you want to price them is just look on a site like eBay and find the most expensive version of the cards you can find, and that's the price you want to sell it for. So, you know, you see a couple for $5, $6, and then you see one maybe for $300. That's the price point you're going to want to sell this card at. And the final step in the process, I figured this out after trial and error. As soon as you get your cards handed over, you want to sprint out of there as fast as you can. If they're in your home, kick them out. Tell them to get out. As soon as they hand the money over, you're out of there. You're sprinting as fast as you can away. You're never going to see them again. Use a burner phone if you contacted them by phone. You know, toss the phone out and get out as quick as you can. You don't want to be around them anymore. As soon as they get the card in their hand and they see the condition it's in. That's all for today. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell me how this method works for you when you're selling your cards, and have a great day.